Here we are amidst the dense forest and rolling hills of Spielberg in Austria, just 2 hours out of Vienna. It's an amazing destination for the race today, and we're about to get started. Spielberg is a very short lap, one of the shortest we'll see in this Formula 2 championship. 7 rights and 3 lefts make up the 10 corners of the circuit. The left-hand kink of turn 2, leading into the uphill braking of turn 3, represents another overtake hotspot. Joining me here in Spielberg for the feature race today is the GP2 champion of 2012. It is, of course, the one and only Davide Valsecchi.
Ciao Alex, what a day to go racing here in Austria. The feature race, of course, has the most points of the weekend. But for the drivers in 9th or 10th place, it's also important to push hard to get to the top 8 and to get the pole position for the sprint race tomorrow.
We're almost ready to go then, and this is what the starting grid looks like for today's race. Luca Ghiotto lines up on pole position, edging out Nicholas Latifi, who will start from P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Joe, Carlson, Nikita Mazepin, Ansete Camara, Boccalacci, Delatraz, Matsushita, Jack Aitken, Correa, Eilot, Mahavir Raghunathan, and King, Calderon, Schumacher, Galeo, and Antoine Hubert. Boschon and Giuliano Alesi starts from the back of the grid. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
We're looking good so far. First position, front of the pack. Ghiotto is behind you. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. We're leading our teammate by 6.9 seconds. They're on fresh super softs. They're in 5th. The time last lap was a 1 minute 26.1. Tyre condition is still looking good. You're leading the pack. P1, Giotto behind. The gap to the car behind is 12.0 seconds. They're on fresh super softs. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound. 2 laps left. Next time by will be your final lap. This is your final lap of the race. You're leading the pack. P1, Giotto is behind you. The gap behind us is 17.0 seconds. They're on fresh super softs. This is your final lap of the race. Superb driving. That's the race win.
Victory for ART then, after a quality performance. An amazing race today, and a very well-deserved one too. The team worked very hard to get exactly the right setup out of the F2 car. It works for them, and the results speak for themselves. ART GP winners today. And now, let's take a look at the driver's standings. It's a good result for Nikita Mazepin, who moves further ahead at the top of the table. Now then, Davide Valsecchi, who would you say was your driver of the day?
For me, the RT driver was the best in the field today. There was a lot of going on down the field. There's no question for me. They were the best.
On to the teams then. ART have extended their lead over the championship. There was also a strong showing from the Univirtuosi team today as they make their way up the standings. Goodbye for now then, but we really are just getting started. Make sure you join us again for Lights Out tomorrow.
The fans really seem to enjoy that. You made it look easy. You took the top points today. Was it a comfortable win? You gained a lot of positions during the race, didn't you? You're breaking all expectations. What's your secret? How do you feel the weather affected the outcome today? Well, that's everything.
Here we are then for another round of Formula 2 in 2019 at the magnificent Monza circuit beside the Lambro River for today's feature race. And what an event we have in store for you today as we kick off round 10 of the Formula 2 World Championship. Monza is one of the fastest circuits in Formula 2, comprising some very long straights and tight chicanes. The engines spend so long at full throttle, in fact, that engine failures are not an uncommon sight here. On top of that, the 3.6 miles of track, pretty hard on the gearbox too. As we await those 5 red lights for the start of today's race, allow me to welcome once again Davide Valsecchi to take you through all the action at what is, of course, your home race.
For sure, Alex, absolutely. Monza is a great circuit for these cars. Long straights into tight chicanes means a chance to slipstream and take the leadership. The conditions as well are perfect. The tires are not too cold and the driver can push hard right from the start of the race.
So before the off, let's remind ourselves of yesterday's results with a look at the starting grid. Nicholas Latifi lines up on pole position, and it's Guan Yu Zhou in P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Mazepin, Carlson, Luca Giotto, and Matsushita, Delatraz, Sete Camara, Boccolacci, Jack Aitken, Ilott, Correa, Mahavir Raghunathan, and Hubert, Calderon, King, Schumacher, and Giuliano Alesi. Beauchamp and Sean Gelael completes the grid. Now it's almost time to lights out, so let's go down to the track.
Okay, that's a good start. Keep it up. was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Great work. That's a new fastest lap of the race. You are in first position, front of the pack. Latifi is behind you. Okay, the gap behind is 15.7 seconds. They're on fresh softs. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. 2 laps left. Next time by will be your final lap. This is your final lap of the race. You're leading the pack, P1, Latifi behind. Our gap behind is 22.5 seconds. They're on fresh softs. This is your final lap of the race. Gap to teammate behind is 26.3 seconds. They're on fresh softs. They're in third. The time last lap was a 1:39.7. Fantastic drive, just fantastic. You deserved that race win.
Brilliant stuff from ART today. What a superb victory. ART, the French team who have been racing since the 90s in various forms of motorsport, are once again back on the winner's podium today after a brilliant display of driving skill. So then, it's time to see how this result affects the Drivers' Championship. Nikita Mazepin takes over the lead of the Drivers' Championship after that excellent result. And now, Davide Valsecchi, let me ask you, who is your driver of the day?
My driver of the day was Nicolas Latifi. He did a cracking job moving through the field, just showing why he's so highly rated.
And now a look at the team standings. ART have extended their lead over the championship. Meanwhile, Arden's strong weekend allows them to continue their march up the table. After all this drama, you'd be mad not to join us for the next race. We hope to see you then. Take care.
Amazing performance out there. I'm sure you're pretty happy with that.
How do you feel you performed today? You're still in the running for the championship. What do you think of your chances going forward? There are still rumours about you moving to F1 at the end of the season. Can you comment on those?
Great. Well, that's everything.
And we're back. After yesterday's feature race, the top 8 drivers have been reversed on the grid, setting up some exciting action as we launch into today's event, the sprint race. So the Yas Marina circuit offers 21 corners and a lap distance of around 3.4 miles. There are a few opportunities to pass with long straights and DRS zones in 2 places, turns 8 and 11. Plenty of close racing then, plenty of speed, and plenty of excitement for the fans, no doubt. As we await the start of another hugely anticipated Formula 2 race, I'm joined again by Davide Valsecchi. Davide, as a former GP2 champion, can we get some insight to what is running through these young drivers' heads as they sit out on the grid?
Ciao Alex, it's a pleasure to be here. There are nervy moments, there is no doubts about that. Mental strength is the key to remaining calm and focusing on the upcoming race. Formula 2 is so competitive and all of these drivers knows that they are going to be pushing each other all of the way. In this sport, you have to be able to control your nerves.
Nice start. Nikita is ahead of you. As things stand, we'll be 3rd in the championship. As things stand, we'll be third in the championship. As things stand, we'll be third in the championship. As things stand, we'll be third in the championship. Good job. That was the fastest lap of the race so far. You are in first position, front of the pack. Latifi behind. Okay, the gap behind is 7.2 seconds. They're on fresh super softs. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound. 2 laps left. Next time by will be your final lap. As things stand, we'll be third in the championship. Leading the pack, P1. Latifi is behind you. Our gap behind is 12.8 seconds. They're on fresh super softs. This is your final lap of the race. Okay, copy that. As things stand, we'll be third in the championship. Here's who we're really fighting today, Latifi and Sete Camera.
There were questions at the start of the season as to whether they could really go all the way, but there's no question anymore. What a special year it's been, and here they are, the new Formula 2 World Drivers' Champion. Victory for ART then, after a quality performance. And now, Davide Valsecchi, let me ask you, who is your driver of the day?
For me, the RT driver was the best in the field today. They fought so hard and had incredible pace at times, so I don't think anyone did a better job today.
And the title is in the bag for ART after a long and hard-fought season. They've done astonishingly well this year, and the glory they'll be taking back home is fully deserved. After all this drama, you'd be mad not to join us for the next race. We hope to see you then. Take care.
Amazing performance out there. I'm sure you're pretty happy with that.
2019 Formula 2 champion. How does it feel to take the championship? Has this season been easy for you, or has it been a struggle to the top? What are your plans for your future career? Are you able to talk about them yet?
Great. Well, that's everything.
Great, you're done with the technician's briefing. Look, I know we've got a lot to get through in FP1, but Will Buxton's been pushing for a quick interview before you head out on track. Don't worry too much, he's a good lad. He's just over there. These media appearances are important for a few reasons. They'll help build your profile and your brand. Plus, your team will get a real boost to their motivation if they hear you praising them. Will, as promised, sorry to keep you waiting.
Ah, mate, not a problem at all, not a problem.
Look, we've got to be out on track in about 5 minutes for FP1, so we can only spare you a couple of minutes max. Is that going to be enough time?
More than enough, we're already set up. Cool, let's go. So, we're used to seeing rookies in Formula One every year, but this season there's a youngster that's arrived with perhaps a little more interest in them than usual. And that's because while they've been successful at every level of their career from karts all the way through to Formula 2, they've somehow managed to stay pretty much under the radar. They don't have that luxury anymore though. They're in Formula 1. Millions of people around the world watching their every move, both on and off the racetrack. So let's take some time to get to know them a little bit better. So tell us a little about yourself. What's the thing you're most excited about being here in Formula 1? After your successful junior career, you must have had a lot of interest. What drew you to sign for your current team? What would you say is going to be the biggest challenge for you this season? Really appreciate your time, but I know you're very keen to get on. Best of luck out there.